right, good evening. Welcome to the August 12th, 2014 meeting of the Manchester Town Council. Currently, we do not have a quorum. We're waiting to see if we can get a quorum, so we're going to proceed with the business meeting. As we stand, we'll do the items that we can. Moving down the list, we are now not able to approve the minutes, so we'll skip that. For the record, do either of you have any additions or corrections to the minutes?
No.
Or any issues with the June 2014 Treasurer's Report or the July Treasurer's Report?
No.
If we did, we could enter those comments now, I guess. Mayor's Report, a couple of items here in no order of importance. Again, water bills are due Thursday, August 14th, so make sure you get the water bills in. The Manchester Valley High School Stampede will be held on Wednesday, September 3rd, and that's up at Christmas Tree Park, because from Christmas Tree Park runs down to the high school. We do have some sponsorship forms here. If there's any local businesses or individuals out there that would like to participate as a sponsor, or definitely go out and run. It's a good family event. You running this before, Natalie?
Yeah, I run every year.
Okay, you'll be out there this year?
Yep.
And then definitely last but not least, I'm sure that the other folks here will get to weigh in on the National Night Out, but I'd like to extend my thanks to everyone here in the town, Steve Miller, the Chief of Police, the rest of the town employees, the volunteers, and the sponsors for making this really come together. It was a great event. Fortunately, I was able to make it up, and the thing that I shared with the folks here in town was that it was a good event where there's a lot of new faces, people you don't see at a lot of other town events, and younger kids, and the displays and the things they had up there were really interactive. The helicopter was a big hit. So that's hopefully something we can continue into the future, and it'll just be another nice addition to the town calendar of things that we can do. We have a nice list here, and I think it's appropriate. I'd like to recognize all of these groups here for being sponsors or donating a lot of time. So hang with me here while I read them all, because they're definitely all important and all played a valuable part in making this thing happen. The area residential law enforcement personnel, again, ours, the auxiliary guys, I know were up there, and there were state guys, Baltimore County guys I know we saw, and sheriffs were there. Access Carroll, Boy Scout Troop 320, Carroll Drugs Manchester, Catherine's Cause, Charlotte's Quest Nature Center, Dutch Corner Restaurant, Big Guys Snowballs, Hampstead Police Department, Lazarus Church, Lineborough Manchester Lions Club, Lineborough Farmers Market, Lineborough Volunteer Fire Department, McGruff Crime Fighting Dog, and Manchester Police, Public Works and Administration, Manchester Volunteer Fire Department, Ladies Auxiliary, Volunteer Fire Department, Queens and Little Chief, Volunteer Fire Department, Fire Prevention Committee, Brian Miller and Mike Beebe, Miller's Food Market, Maryland State Fire Marshal's Office, Maryland State Police Crash Team, the K-9 Motorcycle Division, Special Operations Aviation Division, Sarah Norman, the Auxiliary Police, North Carroll Sea Lion Swim Team, Pleasant Hill Volunteer Fire Department, Sheetz, and Walmart store right down the road here, 2320. So you can see real long list of people that gave time, money, effort, and all of the above to make that happen. So if you see anybody on this list, definitely thank them. Really great event, and I was impressed. All right, finally, one more thing. We have a contest here from Charlotte's Quest Nature Center. You guys have to remind me what it was for. It was identify...
Who Fred was. Fred is a stuffed animal.
Okay.
So the children had to identify what type of animal he was, or he is. Well, he was.
Do you know the
But
answer?
he's not around anymore. I do know the answer.
So we're going to draw 3 names, and these 3 winners will get a gift card and will be contacted. That one's not going in there. All right, do you want to draw one? So this is Ian Barry. Yeah, I draw my own kid out the first time. I don't even know what this was. Katie Medaleska. I'll pull one out of there.
All right.
What is Fred?
Is it a groundhog or a gopher, maybe?
Yeah, it's groundhog.
Groundhog.
There you go.
And Jalen Kelsey. All right, so we'll put those three in there and we'll pass them along.
You guys grant like Rita's or something.
What's that?
See, True Sun seems like it Rita's or something.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, I'll owe him Rita's.
Sweet coffee.
All right. That's all I have. Steve, you want to pick up the administrator report?
Okay, good evening, Mayor and Council. We'll go ahead and start with the administrative report for July. Both the SHA projects and the Sheets project, there has been no change in either one of those. Our MEA grant, the RFP is currently on the street for programmable thermostats and heat replacement. Our Civil Wars Heritage Trails grant, we've been approved for $48,800, and that's for ADA improvements for this building. This Friday at 10 a.m., I'll be having a meeting with our historical committee on the changes that's going to take place for this building to make it ADA compatible. Our Community Legacy Revitalization Grant, there's no change on that. New Town Hall Police Station, the interior design is complete. The exterior design is about 85% complete. I've signed a contract with a geotech firm for borings and soils analysis on site, and the demolition of the existing building should take place over the next month. If you look across the room, you'll see the concept drawing for the exterior and the concept drawing for the interior. Now, one thing I want to mention after the meeting, if you go up and look, they're just conceptual ideas in regards to the colors. We have not settled in on the colors yet, and that's something that will come later. I am asking permission from the mayor and the council to move into the development of our construction documents. We've been very happy with Mr. Camlin, our architect, and I'd like to continue the process with him to move ahead on this project. Under code enforcement, we are currently reviewing some issues with our current code and our ordinances, and I'm recommending to the mayor to create a work group of council members to assist myself, Chief Hess, our zoning administrator, and our staff members in reviewing certain areas of our code for changes and updates, as well as the possible proposed changes in regards to the water and sewer automatic rates. So we can talk about that a little later. Under miscellaneous items, on July 22nd, Kelly Baldwin, Chief Hess, and I met with Jim and Jared Schumacher in regards to community parks and playground grant, and also a Homeland Security grant opportunities, if any are out there for us. On July the 30th, our zoning administrator, Michelle Wilder, and I met with Doug Harrell, and we talked with Mr. Harrell and also his engineering group, and this was in regards to his property off of Hilltop Drive. Moving right along into the Public Works report for July, I've supplied you with the July 2014 Water and Wastewater Status Report. On July the 24th, MDA Water Supply Division inspected the town's water system, and there were no problems encountered. Under wastewater, sludge analysis is currently being carried out, and also soils testing is currently being carried out at our spray fields. Under MPDS, stormwater, and WIP, the WRCC met on July the 23rd, and basically the details of the stormwater memorandum of agreement was finalized as a draft. The draft is currently being reviewed by the county attorney and also all the municipal attorneys, and I've supplied you via email a copy of this and our next steps for the future. I didn't get a chance to do it, I just received that over the next couple days. Brenda Denny at the county has put together a very easy to read flow chart, so I'll be emailing that out to you over the next several days to give you some follow-up on that. Under maintenance, roads, and parks, we've had 3 storm drain inlets repaired and 1 storm drain pipe repaired and replaced. We did have storm damage at Christmas Tree Park on July the 8th and July the 28th. Currently, I'm working with Councilman Wilder and also Mayor Warner in reviewing the joint use agreement with the North Carroll Rec Council and the town of Manchester. And I've also supplied you with tractor bids, and these are the bids to replace our current 4430 John Deere, and it is staff recommendation to go with Atlantic Tractor for $93,563.32. That will include a John Deere H310 tractor, a John Deere 6125 tractor, a John Deere H310 loader, and also a front-mounted Erskine 960 snow blower. Actually, that specific piece of equipment will handle numerous jobs. It'll handle work to be done at our spray irrigation facility. It'll handle snow removal, and it will handle pulling the leaf vacuum. So that's going to handle 3 different jobs. That should be it. Any questions for me?
So unfortunately, we have a couple items here that we can't do.
Correct.
With respect to that workforce, the task force, we're going to be putting that together. So you guys will hear more about that. And we'll also get you guys a copy of where we are with that joint use agreement with the Rec Council.
Correct.
So Dale and I had, I don't know, a number of conversations. And I know Steve just got a chance to weigh in recently on that. So, and then I have some more formal things I'll send over to you guys.
Correct.
Then we'll let you know. I mean, essentially is, you guys know, we talked about this before, right? That we have these rec fields and we need to have an agreement in place to protect the town, for the use of them.
One more item before I finish. If there's no questions for me, I have to say that, staff, we've done a lot of things, different things throughout the town over the years. And I tell you, the National Night Out was one of the premier events that I was ever involved in. Everybody pulled together. The community pulled together. Police departments, fire department, our staff, outside organizations. It was one of the better events that I was involved in. I was very impressed with that. So, next year it's going to be bigger. I mean, Chief Hess can attest to this. We've had so many other organizations come up to us and say, we want to be a part of this next year. We want to be involved in this. And yeah, it was great, so I was pretty impressed. My friend Guy Gary sitting in the back of the room, poor guy, I don't know, he must have did 1,000 snowballs that night. But yeah, it was a good night for the town. A very, very good night for the town. So, yeah.
Good. Any other questions for Steve? Chief Hess?
Good evening, everyone. The Manchester Police Department, they handled 68 calls for service. 13 of them resulted in arrest, from 5 juveniles being arrested for CDS, 2 burglary, 1 sex offense, 1 disorderly, 1 fraud, 1 traffic, and 1 bad check. We only had 1 Part 1 crime reported for the month of July, and that involved a first-degree burglary. We cleared that incident by arrest as well. The biggest thing, again, was the National Night Out. It's an event that's been going on since 1984. It was actually started out in Midwest, and National Night Out was developed to focus on communities that were taking on too much violence. We made the adjustment up here. Steve Miller told me that he's always wanted to do it, so we took the step to do it. And I gotta tell you, it's probably one of the best ones I've been to. I mean, everybody in the community was involved, from the snowball making to everybody that showed up, to the kids. It was just great seeing the kids with the firefighters and the police officers and getting their balloons, and the little girl who won the bike.
Yeah, there's a story behind that.
Yeah,
Go
she
ahead.
actually had her bike stolen. I think it was only about 1 week, somebody took her bike, and here she wins the bike. So she was completely surprised by that. So when you see little things like that, it goes a long way. And I'll tell you, even today, I kept hearing more about how everybody in the town loved it and they want to see it again. So next year, we're going to go for it and we'll make it bigger. And it was bigger than what I thought it was going to be. When I was talking to John Kelvy in the beginning, I think we had 60 people. But the helicopter pilot told me that when he was coming in, we by far had the largest crowd in Carroll County. And he said it was just awesome coming in. And it was organized, and it's because of everybody. It's because of the town. I just think that was a great thing. But outside of that, on the police side, knock on wood, crime's been doing pretty good. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback, the officers being in contact with the citizens, and it's total teamwork.
Good. Any questions for the chief? All right. We are flying through this. So we have discussion of resolution 02-2014 Community Legacy Grant application. And this really should be a no-brainer, but I don't think we can vote on a resolution without a quorum. Just because it's something that speaks on behalf of the council. So, you guys have probably seen this before. I know we talked about it, but this is just really authorizing us to, that we support going after, this grant money.
Yeah.
For the record, either one of you have any concerns with it? We can't vote on it, but. Anybody heard back from Vince, any word?
No, sir.
All right, questions, comments from the community? Not even a criticism for not having a quorum? Committee reports? Councilman Black?
Planning and zoning did not meet in July, so there is no report. We are meeting this month, though, next week.
Okay. Steve, we did have something from Councilman Wilder, right, to report? I'm gonna look for it, I thought.
I didn't see it.
So he was just, we did hear from Councilman Wilder, we knew he wasn't gonna be here tonight. He was just reiterating the congratulations and the thanks on the great National Night Out and what we just talked about with the joint use agreement.
Yes, the rec council agreement, right.
Right. Councilman Howe?
I attended the meeting last night, and again, they said how successful the National Night Out was and are looking forward to next year. There will be, the next bocce ball tournament is October the 4th. There is an autumn planting, October the 12th at 3 p.m. if you're interested, or anyone who donated or money for the Living Legacy or whatever it is, the trees will be planted then. There will also be an archaeology dig soon, but they don't have a date for it, so watch for the website and it'll tell you when the dates are. And lastly, they asked a new member to be part of the board last night, which is Mr. Bruce Smith. He's here with us, and you can swear him in if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay.
You all set? If you don't mind, you come to the mic and I'll read it and we'll sign it. Say aye and then state your name.
Okay. Bruce Smith.
Do affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and that you will be faithful and will bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland, will support the Constitution and laws thereof, and that you will, to the best of your skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of Manchester Parks Foundation Board Member according to the Constitution and laws of this state.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
thank you all for having me come aboard.
Thank you.
So you mind just sticking around for a minute or so, and we'll get that all signed up? So that's something we can do, I guess. All right, so if we didn't hear from him, I guess we gotta explore the options of when we can get a quorum here and get these other matters taken care of.
Yeah, because I have, yeah. Mayor, how about if I make a call to our attorney tomorrow and see if we can do maybe a conference call or poll the other members?
Or breakfast,
See what we
meet,
can
Something
do.
meet here for coffee.
And it really, I can do any time except for Wednesday nights, but I can do 7 a.m. whenever, any day.
Okay. Yeah, there's some important items, just like the resolution
Right.
to move that project forward, our new building, so.
Yeah, we have a couple items that we really need
Yeah,
to.
let's see what we
To
can do.
move.
And the unfortunate thing is that I don't really think there's any roadblocks. There's no, these aren't contentious items that,
Right.
Right,
you know,
correct,
it's just,
We've already done our research on them, I mean,
Correct.
know.
yeah.
okay.
Natalie, do you have anything, for the youth representative side?
Not on your report at this time.
About school's getting ready to start?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So August 25th, school will be back in, so we're gonna have school buses out there. Ms. Chief will have some guys out in the morning,
Yes, sir.
keep an eye out for, some of those high-traffic school areas, and everybody can take a little extra caution, give yourself a few extra minutes in the morning.
Getting ready for the stampede.
Get ready for the stampede.
Brian, there is one name on the sign-in sheet, I don't know if you wanted to speak or not.
Oh, I thought that was just.
Okay.
Sign in. Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Tomorrow is Mr. Miller's birthday. We could all take a minute and wish him happy birthday. He's been with the town for 35 years. I think he turned 65 tomorrow. 49,
49.
50.
On town business, Kelly did follow up with your question from last month. Do you see any difference, or?
I don't think I heard it this week.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, so, okay. Yeah,
So you guys
very
did
good.
have a conversation with them?
Kelly did. Kelly talked to the folks at Hughes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Just let us know. Just keep us updated. So,
And
very
if it
good.
becomes something where, they kind of play nice for a while, and then it drifts back to 4:45, we'll call again, or, explore another option.
Very good. 65.
All right, well, I think there's,
If you wouldn't have to be on patrol for the stampede, I would.
anything else for this
challenge you
board,
to a
this
run.
group?
But since you,
All right, hear a motion to adjourn the business meeting?
what,
I make a motion, we adjourn.
you're
I'm
gonna
not sure we
be,
can vote on that, but we're adjourned.
I second the motion.
Good night.
yeah, you can't leave your post. That's a busy night.
Sure, we can do it.
That's a busy night. That's a very busy
Okay.
night. You
I'm
have
pulling out,
to
I'm
be
getting ready to read the top name. I'm like, I'm just gonna